This video is brought to you by Spirit.tf. Spirit.tf is an automated trading site that buy and sell thousands of items with some very reasonable prices. As you guys know, I use this site all the time, so be sure to check them out in the description below. Hey guys, it's Pyro here, and today I thought I'd make a loadout showcase video for you guys. This video has been highly requested over the last few weeks, and I've seen a lot of you guys asking for this video, so I thought I'd just make this really quickly. But yeah, let's get right into it. So we're just going to be going from Scout all the way through to Spy. Okay, so here we have my Scout loadout that I use, and I've got my scattergun. Yeah, I pretty much only use the stock scattergun most of the time. As for my secondary, I really like this reskin. It's just a reskin of the pistol, but it feels so different to use because everything's different from the actual particles that come out to the sound. It just feels like a whole brand new weapon, but I really like using this. And my melee weapon that I use is the Bat Saber, which is obviously just the reskin of the stock bat. As for cosmetics, I have obviously the unusual rotation sensation, my green energy one. I've also got the Brizz's bandana and a pair of hot heels. Okay, so this is my soldier loadout, and it's a pretty stock loadout. I've got my stock rocket launcher with a bunch of strange parts attached to it. For my secondary, pretty much my go-to shotgun. I really only use this, although I know there are a lot of other good options, but yeah, I just usually use the shotgun. For my melee weapon, I have my disciplinary action, and I never really use this to kill people. I just whip it out to hit my teammates so we can run faster. As for my cosmetics, I have obviously the rotation sensation again. I've also got the Brizz's bandana and the Cape Crusader. Here is my pyro loadout. I have my Australian flamethrower with another assortment of strange parts, and I've got my shotgun, and I've also got my power jack. For my cosmetics, I've got the rubber glove with the scorching flames, the pyromancer's mask, and the coffin kit. And altogether, I just think this looks really cool. It's kind of got like a white theme going on and sort of like a bone theme as well. For my B slot, I have my degreaser with the same parts as my Australian. I've got a flare gun this time and a power jack. And this is probably my most used sort of combination of weapons, and I think this works really well together, and it's just so satisfying to use this and hit the critical hits on players that are burning. I'll sometimes use this reserve shooter, but yeah, it's a little bit of a cheat weapon, but I still kind of have a lot of fun with using it. But I'll also sometimes use the shotgun as well. For my cosmetics on this one, I've got my unusual rotation sensation and my Winter Wonderland wrap, which is the same cosmetic set as I have in my profile picture, which is pretty cool. Moving on to my Demoman loadout, I've got a pretty stock loadout here for my weapons. Sometimes I'll switch it out to the lock and load, and I've got much more kills on the lock and load than my grenade launcher, but for my secondary, always have my sticky bomb launcher. For the cosmetics, again, I've got my rotation sensation, and again, I've got my Brizz's bandana. I just really like the way it looks, and yeah, I could obviously wear something else, but I don't know, I just think this simplistic look for Demoman just works really well. So here we have my heavy loadout, and yeah, I've got my strange minigun, the strange shotgun, and some gloves of boxing. But yeah, I really like how this heavy looks with my rotation sensation with the Brizz's bandana, and the Siberian sweater just looks really cool. And yeah, I think it just works really well with my other cosmetics. So here we have my engineer loadout, and this is something quite different to the stock loadout. I pretty much always use a battle NG sort of loadout, so I've got my Frontier Justice with my gunslinger to deploy my mini sentries, but yeah, most of the time I'm using this sort of loadout, and I think it works really well. For my cosmetics on my engineer, I obviously have my rotation sensation, the gold digger, and the dogfighter, and sometimes I will use the endothermic exowear, which is like a little hoodie, but most of the time I'm using the dogfighter just because I think it looks a bit better. But I don't know, it sort of gives off this sort of hipster sort of vibe with the gold digger, and I really like it. And yeah, I just think it works really well with the engineer. So here we have my medic loadout. I don't really play a whole lot of medic, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I find this loadout works pretty well. I've got the rotation sensation, a brush with death, and the ward. Moving on to my sniper class, and again I don't really play too much sniper, but I pretty much always use the stock sniper rifle with, yeah, this is pretty much the stock loadout, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. Okay. I recently just bought strange versions of these, so that's why I have next to no kills. But for my cosmetics, again, rotation sensation, the double cross comm, I really like this sniper cosmetic. It's also equipable on the spy as well, and the chronomancer. And yeah, I really like this sort of loadout, and the weapons just, I don't know, I just prefer to use these stock weapons as opposed to any other ones. And finally we have my spy loadout. And again, this is the complete stock loadout, except for my dead ringer here, but yeah, other than that, completely stock. Again, I recently just bought strangers for all of these, except for my dead ringer. I've had that for a pretty long time, so that's why they don't really have too many kills or anything. But yeah, this stock, pretty much stock loadout, works really well for me. And my cosmetics, my rotation sensation, I've got some buds as well, and I've got my lurkers leathers, and that's my spy loadout. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that little showcase video. I know it wasn't too special or anything like that. I don't really ever see myself changing my loadouts too much, but if I do, I'll probably make another one of these, but I don't really see myself doing that too soon. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe for more of my future videos, and I hope you have a nice day.